go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend it.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against the guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons in the hurry-up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Jones-Drew. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Slithers into space. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. That's caught. It's McAllister. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Still running at the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. He might want another play as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Now the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Barnett. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
taken down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Air Force! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Grab near the marker. It's Finley. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Bob. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Sails one into the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Now, I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Barnett. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Rams will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's McAllister. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. On fourth down, looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's